I'm back for another day of trading. Today is Wednesday. It is February 5th, 2025. It's 6:30 and the market's open. We're going to wait our first 5 minutes, get some levels set, and see if we have a high probability trade that comes to us today. $6.35, we got our level set. 5 minute high. This is pre-market high. We have 5 minute low right here. The gold line is a weekly liquidity zone from the last week of January. It holds some weight to it, so whichever side we're on, it's going to be resistance or support. Kind of acted like that yesterday. And we have two news events, one at 6:45, final service for PMI, and then at 10 o'clock we have a red label folder event, which, sorry, I keep saying 10 o'clock. I'm on the West Coast time for 7 o'clock. That I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit on my hands again, just like I did for yesterday. I don't want, it's going to cause for a little bit of a choppy, crazy market right now until then. We'll wait for the news to settle, the dust to all settle, and then hopefully see a plus setup present itself. Right now, getting some really good displacement above the 5 minute high. We've got about 20 more minutes until 7 o'clock. It'd be nice to see this. Right now, it is doing what we'd like it to do, have some displacement. We're going to see it retest back into this zone. I'm going to sit and wait. Here's the retest that I always look for. We had a slight break into the 5 minute high. Next couple candles, I'd like to see it close above with strong price action. Right now, the sellers seem to be stepping in on this candle. There's a larger wick than candle body. We have a second break into the 5 minute zone, or the 5 minute high. This is a really strong candle. If this can close green above the 5 minute high, the buyers have stepped in and reclaimed the zone. Of course, there's about 19 more minutes until the next news event. I know I said I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm just gonna wait until 7 o'clock. I'm getting a ton of FOMO right here because I know the market is gonna start to rally. We had another candlestick close. It looked like it closed right on the 5 minute high, which is interesting. We do have a lot of sellers stepping in right here though. When I'm making my trend lines, I always try to at least have 3 touch points. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. This makes it 4 actually. Let's see if I can do it like this. No, I like it like that. Yeah, 3 touch points. We have our first news event coming up in about a minute. We'll see how it reacts. This will be a good indication of how crazy the market's going to be going. If it'll wick crazily up or wick down. As of right now, it looks like the buyers are holding this zone, which is good to enter into a long. Alright, and the news is out. That last candle came close to breaking high of day. We still don't have a candle close yet. It could break high of day. Looked like sellers are stepping in right on that. The buyers are holding the zone pretty well. Let me see something. We are still closing above this upward trend line. There's about 12 more minutes until 7 o'clock news. There we go, broke high of day. Sometimes you just gotta wait. It sucks getting FOMO, but it'll all be worth it. If for some reason this has a crazy wick, my stop, most likely my stop loss would be around this zone right here. And I mean, I've seen wicks that were 100 points during certain news events, so it just stops everyone out. This is a game of patience. Money's always going to be there, so I'm just going to sit and wait. Got about 10 more minutes left. So it does look like the upward trend has been broken. Buyers couldn't hold the high of day. Broke back into the 5-minute high. And now that's a candlestick close below the 5-minute high. Looks like the direction is turning. So I'm really glad that I sat on my hands and waited. There's about 7 more minutes until the news. We'll see if the buyers can reclaim the zone here. But it kind of looks like we're going to make our way back down here. And we're just going to have to sit and wait for either a break below the 5-minute low or the buyers to reclaim the 5-minute high and a retest back into it again before taking a long. There's about 30 more seconds until the news hits. There's a break above our 5-minute high. And there's the news. That is why we wait. This could have easily wicked this way and would have stopped so many people out. Gotta wait for the candle to close on this to see how it reacts. There's actually another news event, crude oil inventories. It's an orange label, could affect the market a little bit more. It comes at 10:30. I'm hoping after this settles down, we'll get a retest back into the 5-minute high with buyers stepping in to go up a few legs. We'll enter into a long when we get the retest here with a candle close or two above the 5-minute level high. Got to show strength to the upside though. We got a retest down into the 5-minute highs. This is a pretty strong candle. I'm gonna wait for the close of it to see how the next couple react. It barely broke through the 5-minute high. I'd like to see that more of a break right here. Now I'm waiting for a candle. This candlestick, I'd like to see it close above the 5-minute high, and we'll see how this next candle reacts to it. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that though. Alright, the upward trend has been broken. We are getting displacement on the 5-minute low here. We had our break below the 5-minute low. This is decent displacement and an instant retest, but the retest looks like the buyers are stepping in. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. I've seen a lot of shine. So this is why I wait for news. It really shakes the market up a little bit. Typically the dust settles fast, but this was some quick moves here. Got some displacement here. Got a little bit of a retest. I'd like to see it break into the 5-minute low again before considering that a retest, a full retest. And we had a candlestick close above the 5-minute low. Does look like the buyers are stepping back in. Pretty choppy day so far. We've been bouncing between the 5-minute high, 5-minute low. There's another break below the 5-minute low. And it looks like the buyers are stepping back in to reclaim the zone. I'm gonna wait for this candlestick to close. And we had another candlestick close above the 5-minute low. This candle is breaking into it again. It's tough. I'm gonna stay as biased as I can. I'm not sure which way the market's gonna go. Just gonna wait for my high probability trade to come to me and execute it then. I'll be here till about 8 o'clock. If nothing comes about then I gotta go start my day. So if it's a no trade day, then that's okay. I'd rather save my money than gamble. Just got a break above the break into the 5-minute high. Got to see a little bit more displacement, and then the retest. There is about 4 more minutes until crude oil, the news event for that will be announced. There was the news, some really good displacement. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of a retest back into the 5-minute high with strong price action indicating that it's going to be going up. We could hop into a long. Here's the retest. We broke slightly into the 5-minute high. Wait for this candle to close. Unfortunately, there was not a candlestick close above the 5-minute high. Do see buyers starting to step in. They need to reclaim the 5-minute high here with the candlestick close above it before I can enter into a long. Okay. Getting better price action here. Gonna wait for this candle to close. If it closes above the 5-minute high, I'll enter into a long, target high of day, and target the liquidity zone right here.
Order submitted.
We just need to hold above this downward trend. We did break above. I had a candlestick close. 1, 2, 3 touch points, 4 touch points right here. Buyers stuck back in, had a nice candle close above this upward trend line still. We're approaching our first price target. Which will be a break of high of day. Right now I need the buyers to hold this level, the zone. Previously from this morning we had a lot of chop, which is acting as support for us right now. I don't like how we're starting to create a downward trend right now. The EMAs are starting to turn over. Buyers need to step back in for them to hold the zone here. Unfortunately, right now we're dealing with a downward trend that we need to break above. We just created a new upward trend. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points right there. We did break this downward trend. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close before I actually get rid of this line. Alright, we officially broke the downward trend. We're back on our way up to our first profit target. Fortunately, we're building some resistance right here. So we have our support, we have our resistance. Gonna see which way it'll break. It's so frustrating because we keep coming so close to breaking high of day. We are approaching our first target, high of day. Couldn't quite take it. We were just so close yet again.
Target. Order canceled.
All right, hit our first price target. We broke high of day. I'd love to see if the market wants to break above this liquidity zone. We'll see what kind of strength this candle has to see if it could at least, at least come up to 21,620. Move my stop loss up to the break even point that I had. Hopefully too many people don't start taking profit. And we get to see a little bit more of a push up. Right now, this previous upward trend is acting as resistance to break above.
Order canceled.
Awesome. What a day of patience and trusting the process. Oof. All right, we are done. It is 8:09. I stayed on to trade. I was in a trade, so I'm not entering into a trade after 8, but because I was still in a trade, I stayed in it. All right, I'm done for the day. Thank you for tuning in. It's a long video. I'm going to go back, rewatch this. I'll have this up in a couple days. I have a lot to edit through on this. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.